Have you ever started a run feeling amazing, only to find yourself gasping for air just minutes later? What if I told you that the secret to never running out of breath isn't about your lungs at all? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will completely change the way you approach running forever. The last revelation is going to blow your mind. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button right now, smash the like button if you're ready to transform your running game, and drop a comment telling me what's your biggest challenge when running. Let's get started. Welcome to a journey that will revolutionize your relationship with running. Today we're going deep into the science and practice of developing unstoppable breath control. And I promise you, what you're about to learn goes against everything you thought you knew about endurance. Prepare-se para descubrir the hidden mechanisms that separate casual joggers from elite marathoners. And the best part is that anyone can master these techniques regardless of your current fitness level. But first, I need you to do something for me. Comment below right now and tell me which city or country you're watching from. I love seeing our global running community grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button because we post game-changing content like this every single week. Let's start with a fundamental truth that most runners get completely wrong. When you feel out of breath during a run, your immediate instinct is to think your lungs are the problem. You believe you need bigger lungs or more lung capacity. But here's the shocking reality. Your lungs are almost never the limiting factor. Olympic athletes and recreational runners have relatively similar lung capacities. So what's actually happening when you can't catch your breath? The answer lies in your cardiovascular system's efficiency, your running economy, and most importantly, your body's ability to process and utilize oxygen at the cellular level. Think about it like this. Your lungs are like a warehouse that stores oxygen, but what really matters is how efficiently your delivery trucks, which are your blood cells and cardiovascular system, can transport that oxygen to the muscles that desperately need it. When you start running without proper preparation, your body goes into panic mode. Your heart rate spikes dramatically, your breathing becomes shallow and erratic, and your muscles start screaming for oxygen they're not receiving efficiently. This creates a cascade effect where you feel like you're drowning on dry land. The first critical element to building unbreakable endurance is understanding and implementing what elite coaches call base building. This isn't the sexy, Instagram-worthy part of training, but it's absolutely the foundation of everything. Base building means spending weeks or even months running at conversational pace, which is a speed where you could hold a full conversation without gasping between words. I know what you're thinking. That sounds too easy, too slow, too boring. But here's where the magic happens. When you run at this controlled, moderate intensity, you're teaching your body to become a fat-burning machine instead of relying solely on quick-burning carbohydrates. You're increasing your capillary density, which means growing more tiny blood vessels that deliver oxygen directly to your muscle fibers. You're strengthening your heart so that each beat pumps more blood, lowering your resting heart rate and making your entire cardiovascular system more efficient. Professional runners spend approximately 80% of their training time in this zone. Let that sink in. The fastest people on the planet spend most of their time running slowly. The mistake most beginners make is running too hard on their easy days and not hard enough on their hard days, creating a middle ground where they're always moderately tired but never making real progress. Now pense conmigo. When was the last time you actually paid attention to how you breathe while running? Most people don't think about breathing at all until they're already out of breath, and by then it's too late. The second game-changing element is mastering rhythmic breathing patterns. Here's a technique that will immediately improve your endurance. Try breathing in a 3-2 pattern. Inhale for 3 steps, exhale for 2 steps. This asymmetrical pattern does something brilliant. It alternates which foot strikes the ground at the beginning of each exhale. Why does this matter? Because exhalation is when your diaphragm relaxes and your core stability is at its weakest, and you're most prone to impact injuries. By alternating sides, you distribute the impact stress evenly across your body. But there's more to breathing than just patterns. You need to focus on diaphragmatic breathing, which means breathing deeply from your belly, rather than shallow chest breathing. Place one hand on your chest and one on your stomach right now. When you breathe, your stomach hand should move significantly more than your chest hand. This deep belly breathing allows you to take in much more oxygen with each breath and actually helps calm your nervous system, reducing that panic feeling when you start to feel winded. Practice this right now while you're watching. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Let your belly expand like a balloon. Hold for 2 counts. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Do this 5 times every day, even when you're not running, and watch how quickly your breath control improves. Comment agora. Do you breathe through your nose or mouth when running? Drop your answer below because this is actually more controversial than you'd think. And while you're down there, tell me what you're thinking about the video so far. Are these tips making sense? I want to hear from you. The third critical component that nobody talks about enough is the concept of running economy. 2 runners can have identical cardiovascular fitness levels, but one will always outperform the other if they have better running economy. Think of it like fuel efficiency in cars. One car might use 10 liters to travel 100 kilometers, while another only needs 6 liters to cover the same distance. Running economy is exactly this concept applied to human movement. It's about how much oxygen your body consumes at a given pace. The better your running economy, the less oxygen you need, which means you can run faster for longer without feeling breathless. So how do you improve running economy? First, work on your running form. Your body should be slightly leaning forward from the ankles, not the waist. Your feet should land underneath your body, not out in front, which causes braking with every step. Your arms should swing naturally forward and back, not across your body. Your cadence, which is steps per minute, should ideally be around 170 to 180 steps per minute regardless of your speed. A higher cadence reduces impact forces and improves efficiency. You can check your cadence by counting how many times one foot hits the ground in 30 seconds and multiplying by 4. Strength training is another massively overlooked aspect of breath control. When your leg muscles are weak, they fatigue quickly and require more oxygen to do the same work. But when you build strength in your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and especially your core, each movement becomes easier and requires less energy and oxygen. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. Simple bodyweight exercises done twice a week will make a dramatic difference. Squats, lunges, planks, bridges, and single-leg deadlifts are your best friends. Strong glutes in particular are crucial because they power your stride and prevent your body from collapsing into inefficient movement patterns when you get tired. A strong core acts like a stable platform that allows your arms and legs to move efficiently without wasting energy on unnecessary compensatory movements. Here's something that might surprise you. Your breathing struggles might actually be mental, not physical. The mind gives up long before the body reaches its true limits. When you start feeling out of breath, your brain receives signals of discomfort and immediately wants to stop or slow down. This is a protective mechanism that kept our ancestors safe from overexertion, but in modern running, it often activates way too early. You can train your mental resilience through specific techniques. One powerful method is using positive self-talk during difficult moments. Instead of thinking, "I can't breathe, I need to stop," consciously replace that with, "My breathing is controlled, I'm strong, I can handle this." It sounds simple, almost silly, but the research on this is absolutely clear. Positive self-talk significantly improves endurance performance. Another technique is breaking your run into smaller, manageable chunks. Instead of thinking, "I still have 5 kilometers to go," focus only on reaching the next landmark. That tree, that corner, that mailbox. This keeps your mind from being overwhelmed by the total distance remaining. Você acredita nisso? Can your thoughts really change your physical endurance? Write in the comments what you think. I'm genuinely curious about your perspective on the mind-body connection in running. Now let's talk about something most runners completely ignore: recovery. You don't build endurance during your runs, you build it during recovery. When you run, you're actually breaking down your body, creating tiny tears in muscle fibers, depleting energy stores, and stressing your cardiovascular system. The magic happens afterward when your body repairs and adapts, coming back stronger than before. But this only happens if you give your body adequate recovery. Sleep is non-negotiable. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, repairs tissues, and consolidates the adaptations from your training. If you're consistently sleeping less than 7 hours per night, you're sabotaging your endurance development no matter how well you train. Nutrition plays an equally critical role. Your body needs adequate protein to repair muscles, carbohydrates to refuel energy stores, and healthy fats to support hormone production and reduce inflammation. Hydration is crucial too, because even mild dehydration significantly impairs performance and makes you feel out of breath sooner. Active recovery is another powerful tool. On rest days, instead of doing absolutely nothing, go for an easy walk, do some gentle yoga, or swim leisurely. This promotes blood flow to your muscles, helping flush out waste products and deliver nutrients for repair, all without adding training stress. And here's a controversial take. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your endurance is to not run at all. If you're constantly tired, your performance is declining instead of improving, or you're getting injured frequently, these are signs you need more recovery, not more training. Listen to your body. It's giving you feedback constantly, and ignoring it leads to burnout or injury, which will set you back far more than taking an extra rest day. Let me share something powerful about interval training, because this is where you actually teach your body to handle high demands for oxygen. Remember how I said you should spend 80% of your time running easy? That other 20% is where you strategically push your limits. Interval training involves short bursts of high-intensity running followed by recovery periods. This type of training is incredibly effective at improving your VO2 max, which is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use during intense exercise. A simple interval workout might look like this. After warming up thoroughly with 10 minutes of easy jogging, run hard for 3 minutes at a pace where you're breathing heavily but not gasping. Then recover with 2 minutes of very easy jogging or walking. Repeat this 4 to 6 times, then cool down with 10 minutes of easy running. These high-intensity intervals force your cardiovascular system to adapt, your heart to pump more blood, and your muscles to extract and use oxygen more efficiently. Over time, what once felt impossibly hard becomes manageable, and your threshold for breathlessness keeps rising. Consistency beats intensity every single time. It's better to run 4 times a week for 3 months than to run 7 times a week for 3 weeks and then burn out or get injured. Your body adapts to consistent, progressive stress. The key word here is progressive. You need to gradually increase your training load over time, whether that's running a little longer, a little faster, or a little more frequently. A safe rule of thumb is the 10% rule. Don't increase your weekly mileage by more than 10% from one week to the next. This allows your body to adapt without overwhelming it. Patience is the hardest part of building endurance because progress feels frustratingly slow, especially in the beginning. But I promise you, if you stay consistent, in 3 months you'll be amazed at how much easier running feels. In 6 months, you'll be running distances that once seemed impossible. In a year, you'll be a completely different runner. What are you thinking about? The video so far? Are you feeling motivated? Drop a comment and let me know if these strategies are clicking for you. Your feedback genuinely helps me create better content for this community. Here's your final piece of the puzzle. You need to train in different zones intentionally. Not every run should feel the same. Easy runs should feel genuinely easy, where you could sing a song if you wanted to, even if you'd sound ridiculous. These build your aerobic base. Tempo runs should feel comfortably hard, a pace you could sustain for about an hour, where speaking in full sentences becomes challenging. These improve your lactate threshold, which is the point where your muscles start accumulating more acid than they can clear. Intervals, as we discussed, should feel hard, but with built-in recovery. Long runs should be done mostly at an easy pace, but they build mental toughness and teach your body to run on tired legs. The variety is what drives adaptation. If you only ever run at one pace, your body becomes efficient at that specific pace, but doesn't develop well-rounded endurance. As we wrap up this journey together, I want you to understand something profound. Developing unstoppable breath control isn't about one magic trick or secret hack. It's about understanding how your body works and systematically addressing every element. Building your aerobic base with patient, consistent, easy running. Mastering your breathing mechanics. Improving your running form and economy. Strengthening your body. Training your mind. Recovering adequately. And strategically incorporating harder efforts. Every single element works together like instruments in an orchestra, And when they're all in harmony, you become a runner who doesn't break, who keeps going when others stop, who finishes strong instead of limping to the end. This isn't just about running faster or longer, though you'll absolutely do both. It's about building confidence in your body, proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you imagined, and developing mental resilience that carries over into every area of your life. So here's your mission. Take one specific thing from this video and implement it this week. Just one. Maybe it's practicing belly breathing every day. Maybe it's slowing down your easy runs. Maybe it's adding a strength training session. Whatever resonates most with you, commit to it. Then come back and tell me how it went. I read every single comment, and I'm genuinely invested in your progress. And listen, your journey doesn't end here. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now where we dive deep into preventing runner's knee, the most common injury that sidelines runners. You've invested this time in learning about breath control. Now protect your body so you can actually implement what you've learned. Before you go, do 3 things for me. Leave a comment below telling me which tip you're implementing first. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video, and smash the like button if you found value here today. Your engagement helps this content reach other runners who need it. Thank you for being part of this community. Now get out there and run like you were built for it, because you absolutely were. I'll see you in the next one.